Jenna, thank you so much for including the work. I've got your work open here. I got to tell you something that's gorgeous, just gorgeous. Nice work. You've worked very hard and it shows. So good job. Trying to figure out how I want to get this in the window. I think, yeah, this will work because yep, this will work. Okay. So cover looks fantastic. Nice work. Yeah, looking really good. One little recommendation for the cover here, and I'm just noticing it now. This space between King and JR is pretty wide. Now I'm going to let me use the right side of this page for my straight edge. Okay, and that's exactly why right there. It's the period and the fact that that serif is not in alignment right there. So what I would do is see how that serif right here for that lowercase r is it's kind of sawed off. It's really, really short. And that in conjunction with this period is kind of making this seem like it's not in alignment. And I know it is with the bulk of the lowercase r is in alignment. What I would do is I would jump this over a little bit to the left. Don't worry about the right alignment here. Just jump that over to the left and bring the paving along for the right. And I just want you to take that space right there and reduce it a little bit. And I think that'll increase some harmony. Right now, it's just the first thing I noticed when I opened the page is my eye went boom right there, boom right there. And that's what happens when people see something that, and as a designer, I can identify it. Most people won't be able to. So what happens is they just get this like uncomfortable feel and they can't identify why. So, and I think that's the reason. I think that lacks a little bit of harmony right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back of the poster. It's gorgeous. I think that's beautiful work. I don't think your comments, I'm not too concerned at all about, let me see, I made my paragraphs bigger to give it better hierarchy. I seem to squish my timeline a little bit, move up my timeline, better utilize the space. I think that was a good decision. Trying to figure out the subhead in the back is effective or not. But, yeah, I think it's just fine. I think that is just fine. One thing I would do though is and this is over to the right a little bit. I would just nudge this over to the left, just right about there, just a little. Try to center it underneath that configuration right there. Just pull that to the left a little bit, increasing that gutter between the subhead and the body copy a little. The body copy itself looks fantastic. Now, one thing I will comment on: your rags look great, small caps, your numbers. Your use of dashes, everything looks beautiful, and I'm really impressed because you have been paying attention. I mean, you didn't miss a beat here. Gorgeous. One thing I will say, though, is that there is room for a couple of paragraph breaks in here, definitely. And I think that one of the things that I saw when I first looked at this, one of the things I saw was that's the amount of text. And for a poster, you want it to be inviting. Therefore, I would recommend some paragraph breaks in here somewhere. I would recommend a space between as opposed to an indent, but that's strictly up to you. Space in between is going to increase the space. I think you don't really have any more baseline room to work with, which means the logical alternative would be to reduce the size of the image a little bit, giving you a little bit more space up there to add those paragraph breaks. If indeed you decide to demarcate those breaks as a space between and not an indent. If you want to indent, that's great too. You probably will have to include an extra. You probably will have. Either way, you'll probably have to reduce the size of this image just by a little, and that's perfectly fine. Other than that, this is gorgeous, gorgeous work. Great job. Questions, comments, or clarifications, please let me know. But you've done wonderful work. All right, great. Thank you very much.